Artistic Whispers Productions presents
At the Edge of Nowhere, a Lombard alchemist tale written by J. Daniel Sawyer, read by the author.
The casinos still glitter in between the mountains out west. People come here to try their luck, to take a chance, to have the adventures they wouldn't write home about. When they run out of luck, with nowhere left to turn, with no money, no options, no hope, no clue. Sometimes when you fall that low, you need that one special thing that might change everything. And, for a price, I can provide what they need. They find me in the old pawn shop in the hot zone in this broken-down gambling town at the edge of nowhere. Sometimes they buy, sometimes they sell, sometimes they stay.
Sometimes you move because you want to. Sometimes you move because you have to. I had to. So I found a place in a 2-floor walk-up in a city just this side of nowhere. A way to get lost? To get lost, you have to know where you're at to start with. All I knew was what I was leaving, and that I had 3 weeks of cash float to find a job. Nobody was hiring in any field I knew anything about. Granted, that wasn't a lot. At 19, I'd done more than most people 10 years older than me, but I was 19, and there's only so much you can learn by that time. Quick as bread goes stale, I ran through my prospects. By the end of 5 weeks, I was down to pocket money and only got that by selling bits of junk I found on the street to make me last a little longer. Even then, I was running out of places to sell. Even in a city full of gamblers, there's only so many pawn shops, recycling centers, and used bookstores. When that's all you've got to make it on, and you're a kid that pushes too hard, you use up goodwill fast. Mine was pretty much gone. You find yourself in situations like that when you grow up being taught that money isn't important as long as you're a good person. If I learned anything in those 3 weeks, it's that when you don't have enough money to eat and sleep, you don't stay a good person for long. Even in that economy, there was plenty of work for someone willing to look the other way. One thing about being on the edge of nowhere, looking the other way doesn't mean ignoring a buddy stealing pencils from the company store. There was one night I got cold and hungry enough I actually went down to 43rd Street where the streetwalkers do their thing to talk to a pimp about a bodyguard job. He assigned me to a 12-year-old. Couldn't tell if it was a girl or a boy dressing cross, but it did.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?